Hey guys, welcome back to some Guilded Guardians. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the two new heroes, also going to be breaking down and doing and using some of these prayers. Now, I was lucky enough to get one of the 20 packs which were originally released. Today, there was only 20 of them available, but they did contain 9 prayers. So overall, you can see we are over on Token Trove, and I want to just look at these heroes and see kind of what they're running right here. So you can see Theo is running about $35 as we see right now. 11 of them are already on here of 62. So overall with the prayers, they are going pretty well. Premium prayers usually always sell out within here. And you can see we have a warrior, we have an elite, and then of course we do have no champions at this point, so it looks like no one has pulled the champions. And there are a lot of players that are building these out pretty high. You can see this one is already at 10.5. Total price, it shows right there, 198. So even at 10.5, seems like it's not a huge investment with this hero. Now, when we start looking at, and I think it's Kaori, as you can see, running about $50, so running considerably higher. I think the effectiveness might be, and you can see we have 6 champions in here, which is pretty interesting to see the champion skin running, well, $700 in there, but 6 items in here. Very interesting, again, that we haven't seen more of Theo in the champion version. Now, remember with the prayers, you also do get a new pet. There is a new pet in here that I want to look at as well. And we actually got introduced to 3 new pets that came in here. Now, a lot of players were wondering, how do we get pets? What game mode do they come out of? They are only from Token Trove as it sits right now. If you're buying the prayers or if you're completely free to play, you will not have the access to any of these pets. Now, also remember, to unlock the additional pet slots, you have to own a bunch of the pet NFTs. So if you look right here, guys, we do own Miku and we own Onyx. And then we do have 3 of each of these pets. Now, these, of course, are the basic pets. You can see they run around $1.50, but with the basic pets, that is how you unlock the other slots to have the rest of the pets. Now, the new ones we have in here is Amber, which, of course, is going to increase. Now, these pets specifically that we're going to look at are the pets that are based on the guild bosses. So what's going to happen is if you have all 3 essentially slots unlocked within Guilded Guardians, you're going to have to swap these pets in, use your Guardian ticket or use your guild boss ticket, and then swap the Guardians out. So you're gonna have to remember this every time. I was asking over on Reddit, I was asking over on Discord. Discord, we got an answer that said, yes, there's only going to be those 3 pet slots that we have right now within Guilded Guardians. Not gonna have any other additional pet slots at this point, but you can see running about $4, and these pets only apply to the guild boss itself. The second one is Pluff, which I love the hat and the monocle in here. Very cool, but you can see this one is a hunter pet, and all 3 of these are different, but you'll notice I'm running pretty cheap. I mean, $8 for a pet itself, pretty cheap overall, and again, you're gonna have to swap these pets out. Then the expensive one, which is $50, which even when you think of, this is a legendary pet. So if you're looking to get a legendary pet, if you're looking to buy it out, you can see they're running around $50 for Lucky. And overall, this is the one that you want if you're using it for the guild boss, because you can get extra resources through the guild boss. So when you kill the boss, you have a chance to get extra resources, which are going to increase and allow you to build artifacts faster for the guild. So if you have a guild of really 70 players or 50 players, however many you have, which I believe we're at 70. But if you have a lot of players in here that are running this pet in conjunction, you could actually build up a lot of these artifacts very fast. And we don't know what exactly the next launch or the next iteration of those artifacts are going to look at. But again, it's kind of a pain because you do have to swap the pet in and out. Now I want to hop over and I want to do some of these summons. I bought, again, a couple of those prayers. So let's go down here and I'm going to kind of do these one by one. I've never, ever used the prayers before. I don't think, I know we've done a couple when it comes to the unlocking, like the sacrifice, but the premium prayers, we did get 9 premium prayers, as you can see right there within here. So I'm hoping that we can get, and I want to see what it offers. So confirm your offering. There we go. Let's go ahead and confirm this. The altar stirs. Let's see. Now, of course, premium prayers, the session has expired, but premium prayers, remember, they do have the ability with the premium prayer. It is actually going to give us the ability to get, and I think it just might have logged us in right there, but the premium prayers are going to give us the ability to get a beast or a pet within here. So once we go ahead and we offer one of these up, and again, it's kind of buggy. We've seen this a couple times, even if we are logged in. So there we go. So the sacrifice is going to go through, and we're going to see exactly what we get. Will the lady hear your plea? Now we have a high probability of getting one of those two heroes that we just seen. So let's see. We'll go ahead and click on this and see what pops up in here. Now again, there we go. So we got Kaori, and it looks like we did get legendary. Chroma is normal, so it is normal, and we did get lucky. So when it comes to, really investment, we got the more expensive of the two heroes. We also got the legendary beast, which is awesome to see, or legendary pet. Very cool to see. And again, thinking of the return on this, I'm going to save some of them. I'm probably going to sell some of them. But overall, we did get very, very lucky with that one indeed. Let's go back to the recipes and let's do a couple more of these. Because again, I'm not going to save the premium prayers. I bought them to use them. Let's just do 2 at a time and see if it'll let us do. I think you can do 2 at a time. So we'll see exactly what we can do with this one. Again, let's go ahead and accept. The offering has been made. Maybe we'll get some more copies. I'm hoping we'll get some chromas. That's what I was kind of hoping that we get in here. But this, of course, like I said before, it's gotten stuck before. So let's see. So we did get a chroma right there, double copies of Amber. So not too bad over there. Now, of course, this is kind of the basic one, but we did get a warrior and we got another Kaori. So we did already get 3 copies out of, so we're 3 for 3 with Kaori. And you can see it is 112, it is 113. So very cool. And then of course we did get double copies of Ember in there, or Amber. Let's go ahead and do, see it kind of like refresh. There we go, 2 more. We'll do 2 at a time to see. And again, we got 1 chroma already. I'm hoping we get a higher chroma. Let's see if she will hear our prayers or our plea. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, guys. But we already got 3 copies of Kaori. And again, if they're 50 each, that's a pretty good deal if we can sell those out. There's a warrior. There's a warrior. Now there's a Theo, but we did get a second warrior. And then, of course, double Ember there again, or Amber there again. But we did get a warrior. Theo, so pretty cool with that one as well. Let's see, let's use a couple more of these. And again, I think it kind of refreshes. We'll go ahead and do our offer. Hoping we're going to get another skin. So we now have 4 copies that we've used. Got a couple new pets in here, which again, the pets, we can get a little bit back from them. I'm not going to end up using them. Only really need 1 of them. So there we go. And we get, again, another warrior. In this one, we got Grizel. So unfortunately, we got Grizel, but Grizel is still a very good hero. And then we got double copies of Ploff. So very cool to see. And again, another copy of the warrior. And then our final 2 prayers are going to come through. So was it worth what we put in here to get these? I don't know. We'll have to see in time. We'll have to see exactly how this hero works generally. But looking at getting the copy of Lucky, definitely worth that because we don't have to pick up a copy of it. But overall, we did get a couple chromas in here. We're going to have to see what it looks like. And there is Kaori, and then Theo, and then Lucky again. So again, thinking of Lucky, if we're running about $50, and again, I don't have to buy one of those, and then thinking of where we can build up Kaori up to, we're going to have to see exactly where this hero is being used in the entirety. But very cool. And again, I haven't done the prayers before, so I wanted to check them out. You'll see, I don't think we have anything else in here. I think overall in Token Trove, I'm going to have to see what we're going to keep and how many copies of these heroes themselves that we're going to keep, because they should all be in here. So there we go. We got double copies of Lucky, which means all the copies of Amber and all the copies of Ploof we're going to go ahead and sell. So we'll get a little bit back right there. And then 1 of the copies of Lucky, because remember, you only need 1 pet in here. You can't do anything with a ton of them, especially when we already hold 9 of these just really common dollar beasts or pets. That way we can unlock everything else that we have in here. So again, looking in here, we can go ahead and sell. We can list this one. I'm not really too worried about it. So if we make a little bit back on this one, I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with, getting another $50 back for this one. And then the other ones as well, because of course, we're going to have to list them in the entirety. So that one is listed. And again, sometimes when it's listed, sometimes when it shows up on here, it gets stuck. Like it doesn't want to go anywhere. This one, again, listing, we're going to go ahead and list all of these because we did get 5 of them out of here. So we'll go ahead and list those. And again, looking at the price, looking at what they're running for. If you want to pick up a pet, you have the opportunity to. And I think it'll just list them all together. Again, not too worried about getting what we put back in there. We got the copies that we needed. Gonna have to figure out exactly what the heroes look like, the guardians look like, to go ahead and build them up a little bit further. And again, sometimes this just kind of does get stuck in a couple different places. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. It was super cool that we did get a couple copies. And even thinking of the Guardians itself, we got a few copies of these Guardians themselves, got a couple copies of Theo. You can see we listed most of the basic Guardians in here. We did get that other copy right there of Grizel, which that gave us a 10-3, or no, an 8-3. Wow, that gave us an 8-3. I will definitely take that. Florial, we have a couple copies of there as well. But then, of course, Theo, we got a copy of. And then I think we got 2 of the Warrior and then 2 of the Warrior, again, Theos. So we're going to have to see if we're going to keep any of these. Overall, we've just been kind of taking them and listing them one by one and seeing where we are. But again, I'm going to happy with that Grizel. I'm actually probably going to use that Grizel because we have a 10-3, or I'll stick with the 8-3. I'm thinking with the 8-3 because we can actually use the other copy of this one. Waiting to see what the update looks like. However, when it comes to the resonance, we're waiting to see that, you know, they had the patch. I want to see what the resonance is going to look like for the Guardians themselves. How much easier or how much difficult is it going to be to build those up? All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.